Hi everyone, it's Donna and we're back to do some chair yoga today and a little bit of Tai Chi. I hope you guys are doing well. So glad that you're joining these exercise and yoga videos to help you stay strong and healthy. All right, so for today we're going to start with our happy thought. Think happy, be happy thought of the day, as we always do. But if you haven't gotten water, we're gonna, keep a water bottle or a glass of water close by. Just using our chair, okay? Making sure that anything around you, like a coffee table, is moved, no loose area rugs, slippers, shoes, anything you might trip over. We don't do a whole lot of moving in chair yoga, but you just want to make sure your area is clear. All right? So if you haven't done that, go ahead and I'll start with our happy thought of the day before we begin. So for today, our thought is, let us be grateful to the people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. Let me read that to you one more time. Let us be grateful to people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. How beautiful is that, right? All right, so I'm going to start the music and we'll get started. All right, so you guys can step back away from your chair. Most of the time, you'll bring your chair out in front of you, okay? As I have been in the past, I keep mine off to the side just so you have a better view of me, okay? So you want your chair close by just in case you bobble and you need it, right? But we don't want to use the chair and have our weight pushed into the chair, just as like a little aid, very soft touch if you need it. So let's start with our posture as we always do, and we always start at our root, the feet. So make sure your feet are about hip width apart, the toes are level across the front. Now start to draw your energy up your legs. I want you to think about being tall and strong. Tuck your belly and you'll feel your bum slightly tuck under. Draw your chest open and your shoulders back, and let's just flare our palms open as you shift your shoulder blades down. That's going to help you open your chest and draw your shoulders back. Can you tuck your chin back a little bit and think of lifting through the crown of your head? Good. Now take a deep breath overhead, and with that, I just want to remind you, the past couple of videos, I've been keeping this arm down. All right. I may have a tear in my rotator cuff. I'm going to the doctor tomorrow, actually. So I'm just really trying to baby it. And those of you that have known me for a while know that it's been an issue with the other shoulder. So now we're trying to figure out what's going on. So you guys go overhead whenever you can. Don't follow my lower arm, okay? Now let's just roll those shoulders back and settle them. And start to get into your breathing, in through your nose, down into your belly. Deep belly breaths, not just chest. And either out the mouth or out your nose if you're comfortable with nostril breathing. Good. Now roll forward and just continue to take those deep breaths. Start to quiet your mind. Good. Now roll back and settle. All right, let's start with some arm circles. Open those feet nice and wide, a little bit of Tai Chi. Shifting over to the right and then over to the left. Good. Just breathe, continue on. I just want to move something off my phone that has come up. Good. So we're keeping our body upright. And all we do is bend into one leg, one knee, and then over into the other. Again, feet, toes are level. All right, starting with nice, soft arm circles. Swooping the arm across, and then scooping the other arm under. So don't stress over this movement, okay? Just make it fluid. Everybody's movement is different. Just soften your wrists and your hands and start to follow your hand with your eyes and make it a moving meditation. This is your focus with your breath. keeping the belly in and the spine lengthened through the crown of the head. Good. All right, now palms to me. Just circles. Breathe. Good. All right. Let's push out to the right and pull in to your chest. Push out to the left and pull in. Push out to the front and pull in. Again, breathe. Push out right. Pull in. Push out left. Pull in. Push out front. Warrior squat. You can turn those heels in a little bit. Push out right. Pull in. Push out left. Pull in. Push out front. Good. All right. Now swoop those arms down. Bend into your knees. Inhale and hold your breath. Now exhale. Push out. And down. Again. Breathe in. Hold the breath. Exhale. Good. Again. Hold. Big exhale. Beautiful. All right. Bring the feet straight on. You might want to bring them in a little bit. All right, take a deep breath overhead, all the way up for you. Now bend your knees, let the arms drop in. Come on up and grab your right arm. You're going to grab high and pull it over to the left. Breathe in, drop in. Grab your left arm high and pull over to the right. Good. Stretch your side body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Grabbing right arm, pull over to the left. Beautiful. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let it all go. Grab left, pull over to the right. Beautiful. All right, now bring your feet a little closer together. Open your arms to a big V. You can go high. I'm going to stay lower a little bit. And open your heart. Reach your chin. Try not to throw your head back, but open the front side of your body and your heart. Maybe a little arch through the back. Feel those shoulder blades drawing together and down. Good. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to prayer. Again, inhale overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time. Breathe in. Bring it up. Exhale, hands to heart center, and just take your gaze and soften your gaze into your hands and take a few breaths here. Just center yourself. Beautiful. All right, let's move on. We're going to work on some balance, okay? So, actually, you're going to bring the chair around the front if it isn't already. We're going to work on warming up the feet, and then we're going to balance on both feet, and then we'll slowly move on to balancing on one leg at a time, okay? So I'm going to keep mine off to the side, but you guys can bring it to the front if you need. Remember, light touch. Up on the balls of your feet, back on your heels. Just roll through those feet and continue your breath. Watch that roll back. Make sure you're gently touching the chair. It's easy to bobble back. Good. All right, give me one more of those. Keeping the breath going. Let's push up onto the balls of your feet now. Heels are off. Sink into your knees. Try to keep your knees tracking nice and straight so they don't buckle, right? Now, keeping bent knees, push your heels down. And we're stretching the calves down to your ankles. So just breathe here and sink into your knees a little bit more. If you have pain in your knees, ease out of it. One more breath. Beautiful. Come on back up and let's go to both feet balanced. Come on up on the balls of your feet. Bend into your knees again. Knees tracking straight, belly's in, butt's tucked under. You don't want to stick your butt out. All right, now balance with one arm or both. Now can you really root those shoulder blades back and down? Sink into your knees a little bit more. Woo. Good work, guys. All right, now push the knees straight. Hold on if you need it. You're going to reach all the way to the ceiling with one arm or both. Widen your hands and stretch through them, and push off your heels up onto the balls of your feet and fight the bobble. One more deep breath and exhale down. Good work, guys. All right, now we're going to transition to one-legged balance, okay? Do the best you can. If you want to grab a sip of water, go ahead. I'm kind of dry today, so I'm going to be sipping frequently. You don't have to sip as often as I am. With talking, I get a little dry. All right, so we're going to shift our weight into our our right foot. Our left foot is going to tap down, or the knee is going to lift up. Let that arm just drop to your sides. Now close your eyes. Settle your facial muscles in your shoulders and think of lifting through the crown of your head. Now, just lift your hand off the chair. You can even keep it touching, but you're not really holding. And fight the bobble as you draw your energy upward. Breathe. One more breath. All right, guys, good. Give it a little shake. All right, let's move on to the same leg. If you're having trouble, you can switch to the other leg and kind of switch back and forth. We do 2 balance moves on one leg, but if that's too much for you, you always modify as you need to. All right, so our right foot is turned all the way, but we're going to keep our hips and our shoulders facing the front for our half moon pose. We shift over into the right foot, gently hold on, kick up the left, and you're going to reach your left arm to the ceiling. I'm going to keep mine low. All right, now come up higher if you want, and maybe down lower and try to balance. Half moon, reach to the ceiling. Woo! Not using this left arm's throwing me off a little bit, so I'm going to try reaching up and out to the side, but you're going to go to the ceiling. Breathe. One more deep breath. Beautiful. Come on down, give everything a shake, and let's swing the chair over to the other side, and we'll do all that on the left leg. All right, here we go. Reset your feet, your posture, and we're going to shift our weight into the left foot and either tap the right or lift the knee. Tuck your belly, close your eyes if you're able to, and just slowly release your hand. You can softly touch if you need. Keep fighting the bobble, concentrate on pulling upward, and you'll probably notice one side is more difficult than the other. Don't give up. That's the side you need to work on even more. Breathe. One more deep breath. Good. All right, give it a shake. All right, here we go. Half moon pose, or flip back over if you did 1 and 1. All right, turning that left foot. Turn your shoulders and your hips to me and kick up the right. reaching that right arm to the ceiling. Release your hold. Maybe you're going to come higher with the leg and lower to the chair seat, but you really want to float those arms as much as possible. Breathe, half moon. And I think I actually looked out the window last night, and for me it was a half moon. I don't know when this video will play, but it was a beautiful half moon. One more deep breath. Woo! Sometimes you come down faster than you want to, right? But you try to make it slow. All right, let's go into our just bopping and shaking of the body for the lymphatic system. So we're bopping the heels, letting the arms shake, and we're even doing the voice a little bit. Let's do a kind of let everything go. So I don't want you bringing everything up like this. I want everything just really shaking limply. Good job, guys. Big breath. Exhale, hands to prayer. All right, beautiful. All right, balance is so important. I'm so glad you're doing this. This really helps. You know, as we age, we really start to lose that. So we have to really work for it. All right, so we're going to move on to our warrior set, strengthening and stretching at the same time, and of course with the breath. Grab a sip of water if you want, and then flip your chair around to the other side. All right, so we start with a real wide stance. And as always, we check out the feet. You want to make sure you're level. If you have one foot in front of the other when you shouldn't, it's going to throw everything off from there on out, okay? So it's so important to constantly be checking your feet. Now tuck your belly, and you're going to pivot that right foot so it's almost between the chair legs. So you want that chair close so you don't have to lean and then maybe hurt your back grabbing the chair, right? Abs in, arms out, shoulders down. Remember, if this arm lowers, it's because I'm feeling pain. You keep it out. All right, take a deep breath and draw your shoulder blades down, and take another breath and bend into that right knee. Open feet wider, push chair away as you need, and keep breathing and look over that right arm and sink in a little bit more. You're going to start to feel that stretch in the hip flexor. Keep the belly strong, and sink in another notch with each exhale. And I want you to think of really lengthening through those strong arms. All right, now we're going to extend our warrior. We're going to inch out a little bit. Make sure the chair is close. If you can use the chair to prop your forearm, or you can come down to the leg. The other arm is going to come up and over. Breathe. I should keep it low, but I wanted to show you what to do. Open the chest a little bit and take the arm and either lay it on the leg, or you're going to wrap your arm around your back. Look up and careful. You want that knee to push back. Not back, but you want to keep it stacked over the ankle. You don't want the knee to buckle forward. So really work in the inner thighs. Breathe. Sink into that right knee a little more if you can, and feel the stretch. Breathe into those stretch points. Good. Turn back to the right, bringing that right hand, palm to the ceiling. Inhale and come up for Sun Warrior. Bending in, open your heart, reach up, and maybe bow back. Stretch that left arm down. Good job. Come back down, and we're going to slowly turn our torso. So here, you might need to turn your your left foot, and step it in a little bit. Rotate your hips and your shoulders now to the right, and come on up overhead with both arms for Warrior One. Bend into your right knee, and now peek your hands together and look up. Bend in a little more, and breathe. Beautiful. All right, hands down to the chair, pull it in, And now you're gonna step in that back foot, your left foot still, all right? And you're gonna turn it and come on the ball of the foot. Now you're probably leaning a little bit forward to grab the chair, so I want you to shift those shoulders back over your hips, give the belly a strong tuck, and you're gonna tuck your pelvis and feel that hip flexor open and the thigh open a little deeper. All right, here we go. Take a deep breath and sink into that right knee. Arms come overhead, both of them for you, unless you want to keep one close or you have issues and you need to keep one arm low. Now take a breath. Now rotate your crescent lunge to the front. Twist and lengthen through those arms. Inhale, back center. Exhale, back wall. Beautiful. Hands down to the chair. We're going to step in, step back away from the chair just a little bit for our airplane pose. I'm just going to move to you a little bit so I can open my arms, making my wings of my plane. All right, so your right foot down, your left foot kicks up. Keep your chin and your chest up and open your wings. Balancing and soaring into airplane, lifting the leg a little higher. And only if you want more of a challenge would you bring your arms forward and come into full warrior 3. Much more of a challenge, guys, so choose which level you want to be at. 2 more breaths here. Awesome. Come on down, give a shake. All right, grab some water, and we're going to flip that chair around to the other side and do the whole thing on the other side. All right, here we go. Open those feet nice and wide. Level out those toes. Make sure everything's in line. Abs in, shoulders back and down, and let's pivot our left foot. Get the chair nice and close. All right, open those arms, relax the shoulders, and take a breath. And bend in, warrior 2. If you need to, you'll see me separate my feet or close them up when I need to. Keep sinking in. With each breath, look over that left hand and sink in a little deeper. All right, here we go. You ready to extend your warrior? Inch out and either prop on chair or leg. And nice long line from your fingers down your heel. Keep your belly tucking. So you want to really keep your hips square under your shoulders. If your abs aren't tucked, you might look like this, where you're sticking your butt out, okay? Tuck the belly, keep everything in, nice line, and then rotate to the front a little bit, open the heart, look up and breathe. Bringing that knee back a little bit. Good job. Now straighten out, coming into triangle. And I think I might have forgotten this on the other side, so we'll catch up with that. Come on down and reach up. Breathe. Good. All right, now bend in, flip left palm up, sun warrior. Look up, reach down again with that back arm, and breathe. Beautiful. All right, right arm swoops through as we turn our hips. Remember, this is the one where you might need to step your foot in and turn your foot a little bit more if you need to. All right, here we go. Warrior 1, come overhead with both arms, sink into that left knee, and peek your hands together and look up. Beautiful. All right, hands down to the chair. Pull that chair in so you're not leaning. You're going to step that right foot in, up on the ball of the foot. Now draw your shoulders back in line with your hips. Give your belly a strong tuck and sink into your left knee for crescent lunge, arms overhead. Now take a breath. As you exhale, rotate your torso to the front and reach those arms through the fingers Beautiful. Inhale, back center, back wall. Nice. All right, hands to chair. We're gonna step in and then step back away from the chair. I'm just gonna move to you for a second so I have room to spread my wings. All right, so left foot down, right leg is gonna kick back, chin up, chest open, and kick up. Open your wings, belly strong now. Balance into your airplane. Where are you going today? Somewhere beautiful and tranquil, I hope. All right, stay here or come through for more. Keep those abs tucked. Warrior 3. Woo! One more breath. Good job, guys. Come on down. Give it all a shake. Nicely done. Okay, now we are going to do a chair pose standing, okay? It's chair in full yoga, okay? So we do similar to this in our exercise classes. It's actually a squat, but you're gonna keep your feet together, a little more than hip width apart. All right, you're gonna sink back. I'm gonna do it sideways so you can see that you don't push forward, but feel as if you're sitting in the chair. You could actually turn that chair and you're just barely gonna sit. You're not gonna quite sit. You're gonna squat and bring those arms front. Tuck the belly, breathe, and sink a little more if you want. If the arms up high is bothersome, keep them lower. Breathe. So make sure you're using your belly. One more deep breath. Whoo, rise up. Take a deep breath overhead and grab your right arm. Feet come hip width apart. And as you pull your arm to the left, you're gonna push your hips out to the right. Good, inhale back up. Let's try the other side. You're reaching high. Beautiful. All right, open arms big. Back center, breathe in. And breathe out, hands to prayer. All right, for our final standing pose, we're gonna do our modified down dog. So, options is to use the chair seat or to use the back of the chair. I'll do both of you for you. Hands on the chair, you're gonna step your feet back and widen them about as wide as the chair legs. Take a deep breath and shift your hips back, belly's in, and you're gonna bring your head down between your arms. Your hands gently pressing down on the chair, and don't push the chair away, right? And armpits pressing into the floor, and your hips and your belly are pulling your hips back, seeking the back wall. Good back stretch. Good. Okay, now bend your knees, bring your hands to your thighs. Good. Now inhale, lift your chin and stick your butt out for an arch. Exhale, tuck your chin and round your back. This is called cat and cow. Inhale for cat. Exhale for cow. Good. Now come back to neutral. Curve your hip out to the front or to the side, whichever, and switch it. Good. One more time. Switch. And switch. Come back center and let's roll all the way up. Roll the shoulders back. All right. Grab some water and have a seat. You guys are doing awesome, I'm sure. Very proud of you. All right. So remember, just because we're seated, and just give me a second to tilt the camera down a little bit so that you can see my feet. So just because we're seated doesn't mean we're not working anymore, right? We're still lifting our spine. We try not to sit on the back of the chair. We kind of scoot a little forward in the chair so that we can really feel the back muscles working. Sometimes when we lean, yes, that's a supportive in a way, However, we tend to slouch. So if you really think you need the support, I'd rather you use a pillow behind your back and just make sure that you're lifting, right? All right, so again, we start with the feet, check them out. So often we tend to want to come back with the feet up on the toes. You don't want to do that. Feet nice and flat, and you want to have good knee, ankle alignment, knee, hip alignment, all right? Take a deep breath up and just exhale your hands in your lap and close your eyes. Now we're going to practice some breathing and mind quieting, but just a little mini meditation. And hopefully you can take this and use it when you have more time to really do a meditation for much longer than we're doing. So good for you. All right. Hands soften in your lap, but spine lifts up. We soften our face, even our scalp. Our shoulders drop down, but we lift through the spine. Now take a deep cleansing breath in through the nose and then force it out the mouth. Deep belly breath. One more cleansing breath, like a big sigh. Good. Now just slow, fluid breaths. As we draw our attention to our body and our breath, just let any external thoughts drift away now. Through the breath, we connect the mind and the body together as one, as they were meant to be. Take a deep breath and see if you can lengthen your spine. Think of visualizing the vertebrae separating, no compression in those discs. You're lengthening. And let those arms drop and slowly move your hands and your feet. Roll the shoulders back with your breath. Exhale and open your eyes. And let's just get our fingers moving. We're playing the piano with real big movements on the fingers. For arthritic hands, we press to each finger to the thumb. Good. And bring your hands in and out, in and out. Good. Shake them out a little bit and rotate your wrists. Breathe. Other way. Good job, guys. Give that a shake. All right, moving on to our arm stretches, and then we'll go down into the lower body. All right. Take a deep breath and keep the length. First, just tilt your head over to the right and bring your right hand over your head and drop the left and just add a little pull. Good. Let's try the other side. Good. All right, bring chin to chest, tuck it in deeply, and roll your head to the right. And roll your head to the left. Good. And lift the chin toward the ceiling. Don't drop your head back, but lengthen your neck. Good. And make some funny faces. Wiggle your jaw. Good. All right. Let's come into our modified eagle pose. So we're sitting up tall. We're just going to cross the right ankle over the left. The left arm comes right in the middle of the face, okay? Left arm in front of the face, right arm scoops under. Now many of you might be able to really intertwine those arms and come up and actually intertwine the hands. With my shoulder issues, I'm very limited. So if you are limited, you want to just add a little pressure on that left arm. Breathe. Good. All right, let it go. Roll the shoulders back and let's try crossing left over right. And right arm in front and left arm scoops under. Make sure you did opposite whatever you did, okay? If you can remember, right? All right, adding a little leverage onto that right arm. Just breathe. Beautiful. All right, shake them out a little bit. Feet back to flat. All right, scoot a little forward if you're not already, and hands clasped behind your back. Take a deep breath. Belly strong, back nice and long. We don't collapse. We pull the crown of our head forward and then lift those arms up. And keep pulling forward and open your chest as you draw your shoulder blades together. Good, arms down. And we're gonna lengthen a little forward. Feel as if somebody's grabbing your head, pulling your spine forward, and then come a little deeper for your low back. Breathe. Beautiful, come up nice and strong and slow, bringing your feet a little closer together. We're gonna do a twist, but our abs need to be strong because we're in a little bit of a forward fold. So to protect the back, abs in, left arm adds pressure against the right leg and the right leg's gonna push back. Now we're gonna rotate the torso, not just the head. Open that right arm and twist the torso as you look to the right and back. Beautiful, let's try the other side. Abs in, pressure, and open left, and breathe. Beautiful, come on down and roll those shoulders back. Good, big breath. And hands to prayer. Good, okay, we're gonna move on to those legs, all right? First though, grab a sip of water if you'd like. And we're gonna just energize the inner thighs. We kind of energize those outer thighs, pushing against those arms. So we just wanna activate the opposing muscle. So we worked outer thighs, we're coming to the inside. Sit up tall, tuck your belly in, take a breath, and push into those hands and let the hands push back. And you can actually put a pillow in between your legs, doing the same thing. Push a little more with the right, feel the resistance, and then the left end. Then we're gonna equal it out. Big breath. Good, let it go, shake it out. We'll roll it back. All right, sit up nice and tall, and we're going to, let's work the legs and the abdominals at the same time. So we're gonna scoot forward, take a deep breath. Exhale, belly button to spine, really tuck your belly and roll back and just about touch. All right, now right leg up, push out through your heel, so you're working those thigh muscles as well. And now twist your torso to the right. Give a little reach with that left arm. 2 more breaths here. Beautiful, come back center, come on back down with the leg and just sit up tall and point and flex that right foot. Good, circle the ankle, try not to get the whole leg moving, just the foot and other way. Good, all right, give that leg a little rub and let's sit nice and tall and we'll try the abs and the leg workout on the other leg. Take a breath, lengthen. Exhale, tuck belly button to spine, roll back, chin tucks to chest, and left leg, push out through the heel. Your knee is locked out, your thigh is really tight, and we're gonna twist to your left. Reach out a little bit with the right. Get those oblique muscles firing in the abdominals. 2 more breaths here. Good job. Come on, back center. Bring it on down and give that leg a little rub. Sit firmly once again and rub all around your knees. Your body loves to be touched. So if you're feeling a spot that's bothering you, go to it. Rub it, heat it, ice it. Good. And I've always told people about the little thing that I do when I have any pain. I ice for 10 minutes, heat for 10 minutes, ice for 10 minutes. And I was told by a chiropractor that brings blood into the area, the difference in the temperature, and blood heals, all right? So if you have time, you could give that a shot. No medication, right? All right, moving on to our leg stretches. Sit up nice and tall again, not leaning on the back of the chair. Think of being a puppet on a string, that spine lifting through the crown of your head. All right, grabbing the right knee, drawing it into your chest, either over on top of the knee or underneath if you feel like that has too much compression on the knee. Now breathe. And with each exhale, you're pulling in a little bit more. Good. Now, extending the leg straight. You might need to keep it lower, but we want to get that knee straight. And then lift it up a little bit. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep challenging the stretch, little tiny increments to get it up a little bit higher, trying to increase your flexibility and your range of motion. All right, bend it back in, and this time we're gonna open the foot out to the right. So you really wanna get a good 90-degree angle, that knee facing the right, and then we're gonna push back, opening the inner thigh and the groin. Lifting through the spine, take your breaths. Beautiful. All right, coming into our outer thigh. So if you're able to, step your left foot out and cross your right ankle over. If you can't, you can just cross at ankles. Take a deep breath and lengthen the spine. Now, as you come forward, I want you to keep lengthening your back. Don't round it. And then if you need a little more pressure, some of you might not, you might feel that low back, outer thigh stretch right off the bat. Some of us need a little more pressure, and we come forward. Woo, breathe. That can be a really tight area for a lot of people where sciatic sits in. So if you have that problem, you might want to heat the area and then do this stretch. One more breath here. Lengthening and pressing down. Beautiful. Come on back. Bring the feet back level. And we're going to try everything on the other side. Let's grab that left knee, draw it into your chest, settle your shoulders, and breathe. Remember, you can grab from underneath if it's too much compression on that knee. Beautiful. Push out, straighten out the knee, and then lift it up as much as you can. A little higher if you're able to. Nice. All right. Opening that knee for that 90-degree angle. Walk that foot way outside. Sit up tall and add pressure backward on the knee. Get that stretch into the inner thigh and the groin. Just breathe as you push back. Beautiful. Come back around, and we're going to slide that foot, right foot out, and cross at the ankle if you need to, or cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Flexing your foot in a little bit. Breathe in and find your length through your spine, and breathe out as you come forward. Add some pressure. Breathe into the spots where you feel that stretch. Try to visualize them opening. Beautiful. Come on back. And now we're going to sit a little forward on the chair and dig those heels out to the sides. Good. Take a deep breath. And let's slide down to the right. And you're going to bring that left arm up and over. Good. Breathe in and exhale over to the left, up and over. Beautiful. Come back up. Bring those feet back in, nice and flat. Take a big breath overhead. You're going all the way. You're going to peek your hands together up high. Now, lengthen the spine and rotate to the right. Exhale. Inhale, back center, and rotate to the left. Inhale, back center, and open those arms big. Open your heart. And inhale, back center. And exhale, your hands in your lap for our final meditation. Now, guys, sit up nice and tall. Soften the shoulders and the face and close your eyes. Deep, cleansing breath. One more. Now quiet your mind and focus on your breathing or the music, but just allow any external thoughts to be shifted away for the moment. And feel the breath, fill the belly. If you're able to stay in meditation, please do. If not, take a deep breath and lengthen the spine. Let the arms drop. And slowly begin to move your hands and feet as you bring energy back into the body. Take a deep breath and roll your shoulders back, settle them down and open your eyes. And let's take one more deep breath filled with energy for your day. And exhale your hands to prayer center. And I hope you enjoyed the class, guys. Thanks so much. Give yourselves a hand. So glad you're joining us. And make today a great day. Until next time, be well.